We listen at 5 different and distinct levels. How you listen to your end users and customers will have a significant impact on your success and that of the overall IT support team or your organization. As important as how you actually listen is how you are perceived to listen. Here are the 5 levels of listening. The lowest level of listening is called ignoring, not listening at all. If you're distracted by anything while talking to a user, they can get the impression that you're ignoring them. For example, while the user is speaking, you start a conversation or interject a comment with another IT support tech or customer service rep. You're ignoring your user or your customer. Pretend listening is most easily explained in the face-to-face conversation. You're talking to the other person, and they have that backpacking in Brazil look in their eyes. On the phone, it happens when you say things like, "I see," and "okay," while working on an unrelated email or playing a computer game. People can tell you're distracted. Next is selective listening. During selective listening, we pay attention to the speaker as long as they're talking about things we like or agree with. If they move on to other things, we slip down to pretend listening or ignore them altogether. Attentive listening is the next level, and that occurs when we carefully listen to the other person, but while they're speaking, we're deciding whether we agree or disagree, determining whether they are right or wrong. At all 4 of these levels, it should be evident that we're listening to our own perspective, and in most cases with the intent to respond from our experience. The 5th level of listening is empathic listening. To be successful in providing IT support or customer service to end users and customers, you must teach yourself to treat every call or visit as though this is the first time you've ever heard this problem, even though you may have heard it many times before. Discipline yourself to see it through the eyes of the user or the customer. This is called empathic listening, and empathic listening is the highest level of listening and the hardest to accomplish. To achieve empathic listening, slow down, be patient, talk less and listen more. Repeat back what was said to ensure that you don't overlook anything. At the end of the call or visit, do a short recap of what you've discussed, what approach you're suggesting, and any follow-up on your part or the user's part that is needed. Be specific about how you will follow up, what you will do, and what he or she can expect and when it will happen. A great way to evaluate whether you're doing empathic listening or not is to ask yourself, where is your focus? Here's how you do it. As you think about the 5 levels of listening, think about the fact that the first 4 levels are self-focused, while the 5th level, empathic listening, is focused on the user or the customer. When your focus is completely on the user and not on yourself, your level of service will be much higher.